This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
Brought to you by the North Law Firm. For car accidents and negligent security cases, call Joe at 239-337-1191. By Crime Stoppers of Southwest Florida. Report crimes and get paid with nobody knowing your identity. 1-800-780-TIPS. And by Lee Health.
Southwest Florida, welcome back. One of my favorite parts of doing Lee Pitts Live is I help to catch some of the bad guys. And the way we help catch some of the bad guys is we bring in our expert here, Crime Stoppers Coordinator of Southwest Florida, Trish Routte. Trish, welcome back to Lee Pitts Live.
Hey, good to see you.
You are a busy lady, constantly trying to keep us safe around here. I want people to get an idea of a typical day for you. When you leave here, you got to go to another television network, and then you got a good relationship with all networks. Just talk about the broader scope of people say, I think I see her sometimes. Go.
Well, crime is everywhere in our community, and the residents of our community have the answers. They know these people. You know, people that are violating the law live in our community. They go to the same grocery stores that we do, the same restaurants that we go to. So it's my job to be able to put the faces of the people that are committing crimes out to the public so that they see and they go, wait a minute, I know that guy. That guy's my neighbor. They can call in that anonymous tip, help put somebody behind bars that deserves to be behind bars, and they get a cash reward in the process.
Right. Now, that anonymous tip, we have that phone number appearing on the screen, but I want you to give all of those contact places that people can tap into Crime Stoppers directly.
Every means is absolutely anonymous. The hotline is 1-800-780-TIPS. You can go on the website, www.southwestfloridacrimestoppers.com, or we've got the P3 Tips app for your mobile phone, because some people just walk around. Everybody's got a phone in their hand at any given time, so they can quickly get on an app, provide that tip information, and every way that you reach out to us, you're generated a code number. It's just a series of 5 or 6 numbers or letters, and that is the only way who we know can identify our tipsters from beginning to end. That is how we keep them anonymous. When they go to pick up their cash reward at the bank, they use that code number. They never have to give their name, no ID. There's no way at all. We've been doing this 42 years almost, and not once has a tipster been identified.
That's a great track record. Now, when we say cash, pick up their cash, are we talking about $5, $10? What are we talking about?
We're talking about up to $3,000. Yeah. Now, $3,000. I will put the caveat out there. $3,000 would be like for a homicide.
Okay.
But we give out rewards from something as and I don't want to say minor, but something like a student that has cigarettes or tobacco or a weapon on campus, all the way up to a homicide and everything in between. Hit and runs, people that are committing robberies, child molesters, burglaries, home burglaries. All the time we're putting out pictures of people that are at local stores committing crimes. You know, people forget that all these stores, they have video cameras, and some of the pictures that we're able to put out there are just like a picture that you would take of a family member. They're crystal clear, and every time we put something out there, I'd say 99% of the time we get an ID and we get an arrest.
That's outstanding. And you've recently captured some of your most wanted.
Yes.
Before we get into that, I know you're proud of that. People need to understand we have a most wanted list for local markets, don't we? Expound on that.
Yeah, and it's sad that we have to do that, but in every community you've got violent offenders, people that are just a little bit worse than your average offender. So in Southwest Florida, we have our own 10 most wanted list that Crime Stoppers comes up with, and we reach out to various agencies, law enforcement agencies that we deal with, and we really put the worst of the worst out there, because we need the community's help finding these people who have been evading law enforcement for months, sometimes even years. They're in our community, people have information, and we just need them to realize, hey, they're looking for this guy, I can help.
Now let's talk about that success story. We've gotten recently captured 2 most wanteds.
Yeah, to get 2 in a period of a week and a half is just amazing, and it's all because the community stepped up. One was a child molester. Initially, he had 2 counts of molesting children who were under the age of 8. And right after he was arrested, 2 more victims came forward. I think there's probably still more in our community. But someone in the community saw that we were looking for this guy. They turned him in. He's sitting behind bars right now after being accused of a horrible thing on 4 kids. The other one was wanted on federal charges for government embezzlement. Government does not play. So this guy was on the run for about 2 months. We put him out there to the public. The public immediately responded. We got that anonymous tip, and about an hour and a half later, he was behind bars.
So if it wasn't for our public realizing that if they get involved, they can be a big help. And we've had other success stories over the years. Crime Stoppers works, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Homicides, robberies, violent crimes. And sometimes you don't hear about those success stories because if we feel that a tip came in on something, let's just use a homicide for example, and maybe there's only one person, maybe two people that have that information that could lead to an arrest, we don't want everybody knowing that, hey, a tipster led to this arrest, because we want to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to protect that tipster. We never want anybody kind of going, I think it was, this guy or that guy that provided the tip. We don't want to know. And when we take in a tip, we don't ask any information. We don't even write down whether it's a he or a she. We want to do everything we can to keep things as vanilla as possible so that we can protect those tipsters.
And those tipsters need to understand that you guys are not being put out or you getting in the way by constantly calling and reporting things. You want that. It's not like they're being paranoid or they're calling you too much. They need to get in touch with you, right?
Absolutely. If there's no harm, no foul. If your information is not correct, that's fine. We would rather you call in information on something that you think is suspicious or something that just that gut feeling. You and I have talked about that before. Sometimes your gut feeling can be spot on. So we'd rather you contact us. Say you've got a house down the street, traffic coming in and out all times of the day and night. They're staying 5 minutes. They're probably not visiting. They're probably buying drugs. Call us with that information. If it pans out, you're making your neighborhood safer. You're going to get a cash reward. And if it doesn't pan out, that's fine too. We would rather check it out and it be nothing.
What are some common big ticket items like hit and runs, shoplifting? Go ahead.
We're seeing a lot of burglaries lately.
Okay.
A lot of home burglaries, a lot of business burglaries. I don't know why people just think they're entitled to take things that don't belong to them. But the good thing is there's a lot of security cameras now. A lot of homes are getting home security. So if we're able to catch these guys and gals on camera, we've got a greater chance of being able to solve these crimes. So homeowners are doing a good thing by putting these cameras on their property, because if they do unfortunately become victimized, we've got another tool in our tool belt to help find who's doing it.
Going into the holiday season, this will even be on even more alert.
Yeah.
Does crime pick up during the holiday?
Crime, absolutely. It's property crimes. People that are, they're feeling good. It's the holiday season. They're going shopping. They're putting, things in their back seat. Maybe they're forgetting to lock their car. Never forget to lock your car, please. But they forget because they're in the mood of the season, Thanksgiving, whatnot. But you need to be on the lookout for people that are out to take things that aren't theirs. If you see something happening that's suspicious, you need to report that.
Well, throughout the year, we at Lee Pitts Live, we identify people of the year who are doing outstanding work. And you don't know this, but I've been watching you over the years, and we're so proud on air to shock you, Miss I'm up on all the stuff going on around here, with our Lee Pitts Live Crime Prevention Educator of the Year Award. And it reads as such: 2019 Crime Prevention Educator of the Year presented to Trish Routte for your tireless effort to create a safer Southwest Florida via Crime Stoppers.
Wow. Oh my gosh, Lee,
And
thank you so much.
Tell people you didn't know this was happening.
I had no idea.
Turn into that camera and give you a little speech and thank your team and the public.
And the success of Crime Stoppers has nothing to do with me. It has to do with the public. We need the public's help. Law enforcement can't do it all alone. I certainly can't do it all alone. All I am is the provider of information. I'm just sharing the crimes that are unsolved and how people can help. The community are the real heroes here because they are making a difference. Because somebody picked up the phone or got on the app and called us and said, hey, I know where this offender is, our community is that much safer. So all the success of Crime Stoppers goes right back to the community.
Hold it up.
Awesome. Thank
The Lee Pitts Live Person of the Year.
You shocked me.
You think you know everything. I
It's
even got a
hard.
nice little box for you to take with you.
Thank you so much. I'm honored.
We'll see you next week.
Lee Pitts Live is a Lee Pitts Enterprise production.
Hello, everybody. This is Lee Pitts, the host of the award-winning Lee Pitts Live here on Fox 4. We appreciate you watching our show here on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, clicking below. Let everybody else know that they can subscribe as well. Also, when we're on the air on Fox 4, you can also catch us streaming live at 8:30 a.m. in the morning on fox4now.com. Just click on live and you get us all types of ways at your convenience. That's Lee Pitts Live.